Hello viewers, well it's the launch trailer for Fast and the Furious Crossroads. Let's see how it's come together.
His name is Ormstrad.
He used to run rackets all over Europe. Blackmail, extortion, murder for hire.
You know what to do now.
Oh no, welcome to the reckoning. Ain't nobody safe. This is where we come in.
We've got to work as a team to bring this thing down.
They don't think too much of us, but when they get in trouble, they be calling us.
So what do we do now?
Let's go. When we get it going, no stopping us.
They want to play with fire? Then let's turn up the heat.
We the ones they been waiting for. 'Cause we the ones they been waiting for. Up, 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 and away we go. 'Cause we the ones they been waiting for.
This just went to 11 real fast.
We legends in the making. They're legends in the making.
We can't stop the rocket from over here!
We legends in the making. Legends in the making.
So Fast and the Furious Crossroads then announced a while ago now. It's been one of those games that sort of we've heard about for a long time, and then it went away for a while, and then it came back, and it was due to be released in I think May this year, and then it went a bit quiet, and it's now arriving in August. Not the biggest announcement for one of the biggest movie franchises in the world. It makes you wonder why. I mean, I'm looking at the trailer now and I say to myself, what do I think? It looks a bit dated, and I can't really put my finger onto all of it. Some of the character models, some of the look and feel. It does look very last gen, surprisingly. It's not something I would say very often, but there's some nice lighting effects and stuff like that. It's not that. There's lots of effects and particle effects, some nice textures there, but there's just something about it. Something about the suspension here and there, the way things are moving, people are moving. Just lacks a bit of fluidity, lacks a bit of polish. For such a big franchise, this really should be the new Need for Speed. This should be the biggest racing game, I think, of its type, action racing we've ever seen. It should be the game that, takes over the passion of Split Second and Blur and rolls it all into one. The greatest arcade action racing game you've ever played. Streets you want to drive, challenges, burnout, combine it all. And I'm not saying it doesn't have some things, but the 3-player co-op looks fun, and I'm sure it'll be great fun to play. That's not to say the game's bad. When you look at, say, something like Twisted Metal years ago, if we go back to Twisted Metal on the PS1 even, Twisted Metal World Tour looks shocking. It's quite a shoddy looking game, but there was huge enjoyment to be had out of split screen multiplayer. Even games like, Toka Touring Car, shoddy as anything to look at, but a lot of fun to play. So a game can look a little bit rough around the edges and still be fun. But I think in the modern day with a modern brand, I think it's not wrong to have expected a little bit more of the big, potentially, one of the biggest movie franchise, not the biggest movie franchise in the world right now, in terms of where it's going. Quite enjoyed Hobbs and Shaw, we'll see what the spin-offs are going to be. But I don't know, this should be the driving game, I think, to end all driving games. It should be something that everybody in the world is on right now, and instead it's going to be possibly in the bargain basement in a couple of weeks' time, and we'll have moved on to other bigger games that are coming out. The thing is that the arcade racing genre is a great genre. It's just that a lot of the games that are coming out for it are rather mediocre. A lot of 7 out of 10s, nothing that's really maximising it. And arguably you could say the same as well for simulation. It's a real cross of very average games that are being released. So Fast and the Furious then, I won't get the chance to play it, so I can't tell you what the final game's going to be like. But either way, it's out now. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you think about this game. Let me know what you think about this trailer. Let me know what you think about the points I've made about it, and I'll come back to that maybe in a sort of your chat discussion. Something to talk about something to reflect upon, and we'll see how it does in the sales and the weeks to follow. I think it's one of those games that when it hits budget price, it will do really well and just keep going, just because the brand alone is going to sell it, irrespective of the quality of the game. And I think that would just be, one of those, especially does well in the US, but we'll have to wait and see. But that's it for me now. A few rambles on Fast and Furious Crossroads, and there'll be more from me very soon. Hello viewers, well thanks for watching the video today. Do like and subscribe, it supports what we do. Do become a YouTube member. YouTube Patreon supports all of our content you see on the channel, and of course lots of gaming from retro to modern games. I love it all in terms of racing action. So click on one of the 2 videos just there to find out more.